This is breaking news.
Maher slams Biden for using his tax dollars to fund campus Jew-hating with new student loan plan. So incensed, Real-Time host Bill Maher took aim at President Biden's latest student loan handout proposal, insisting his own tax dollars, by extension, will be funding the Jew-hating on college campuses. During Friday night's panel discussion, while discussing the anti-Israel unrest occurring at top universities in recent weeks, Maher said he gets so incensed at how many of the students participating receive federal aid. When I read about the college loans, Biden administration's student debt cancellation will cost a combined $870 billion to $1.4 trillion. That's a lot of debt forgiveness, Maher said. Maher continued, colleges constantly raise tuition, and the kids take out more loans, then the government comes by and pays those loans. Okay, so my tax dollars are supporting this Jew-hating? I don't think so. Fox News contributor Kellyanne Conway said the student loan handout was unfair, telling Maher, you can't have plumbers and pipe fitters paying for the student loans of doctors and lawyers. I'm all for the government trying to help people who need it, but he did that as a political play and everybody knows it. He's bleeding young people support, Conway added, and it hasn't worked. Bloomberg Businessweek correspondent Joshua Green chimed in. If you look at issues that young people care about, Gaza is like 15th out of 16th, and the only thing that comes in lower than Gaza is student loan forgiveness. So it hasn't worked as a motivator for the youth vote, half of which are out there chanting Genocide Joe. So it's backfired not just in terms of public policy, but in terms of the politics too. Yeah, I mean, Trump is winning the youth vote by I think 11 points. That's pretty astounding to me, Maher said, referring to a recent CNN poll. What do you make of that? Green responded by arguing that the drama plaguing Republicans like Trump's New York trial and the controversy surrounding South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem's admission in her forthcoming book of killing her 14-month-old dog years ago are overshadowed in the news by the anti-Israel turmoil. What I make of that, a lot of it is if you turn on your TV today, you see young people protesting, angry, fighting with cops, Green said. What you don't see is Donald Trump in a criminal trial. What you don't see is, one of his blue-chip vice presidential candidates murdered dog a week ago, and is 2 weeks into talking about that story. All of these stories that could potentially be damaging for Republicans to help Joe Biden have fallen by the wayside because all of the attention is on these protesters and on these fights, on their behavior, and on the fact that a lot of people don't like what they see on the television. Biden was elected to push aside the chaos and the havoc of the Trump years. I think everybody can agree on that. You turn on your TV and see what's going on these campuses, it hasn't happened. And that's one big reason why he's losing the vote, one big reason why he's losing the youth vote. Yes, chaos and crisis in the Trump administration in a tweet, and a comment here and there. Now it's chaos and crisis everywhere we look, Conway exclaimed. At the border, on our college campuses, by the way, in our halls of Congress, 31 Democrats voted against the resolution last October 18 to condemn Hezbollah and Hamas. She continued, and the resolution clearly said, Bill, that they were concerned about institutions of higher education allowing sympathies for Hezbollah and Hamas, which our own government, Biden's government, Trump's government have declared terrorist groups, and they specifically said in there it was going to hurt, make uncomfortable, if not worse, Jewish students with all this anti-Semitism. That was October 18. 31 Democrats, including the most well-known young ones, the squad that doesn't do squat, for example, all voted against that resolution.